Hi there, and welcome to the Creating Profitable Marketing Pages Masterclass. This masterclass is part of a series of masterclasses that will help you in the different areas of your internet marketing and online business building journey. I'm taking everything I know about this one subject, creating and building profitable marketing pages for your online business, and putting it into one easy to digest masterclass. This is really going to help those of you with short attention spans to be able to do the things you need to do in your business, but don't have the time or attention span to sit through a big, long course or several workshops, okay? So like I said, in this masterclass, I'm going to show you how to build profitable marketing pages for your online business. And we're going to do it using one tool. No more trying to piece together this thing and that thing. All you need is one domain name, hosting, have WordPress installed, and use my not so secret tool to create all of your marketing pages. Don't worry, I'm going to walk you through all of this, all the techie stuff, okay? We will talk about that tool in just a second, but first let's talk about the different kinds of marketing pages you may need in your online business. There's a lot, so I'm going to speed through these. I do have a document that has all of these included, plus a description of each and what you should include on all these different types of pages. But we're going to speed through these, and then I'll tell you the one tool I use to create every single one of these. I'll show you how to set that tool up and how to start creating these pages. So, are you ready? Here are the types of marketing pages you may need in your online business. Sales pages, squeeze pages, launch pages, download pages, thank you pages, confirmation pages, bonus pages, membership pages, social proof pages, about me pages, webinar pages, checkout pages, expert pages. Now, I'm probably missing a few, but you get the idea here. As an online business owner, there are so many pages that we need for our sites. And you can use one tool to create all of these and more. Let me show you the tool I use to create these. And here it is. It's Optimize. Guys, I have used this tool for years. They're now at this time on Optimize 3. I've been using this since Optimize 1, and it has gotten so much better since that first version. The second version was great. This third version is absolutely mind-blowing, okay? There is some expense to this tool. You can scroll down and you'll see the pricing for it, but it's so worth it. And once you see how easily it creates all these different pages, you're going to see it's totally worth the investment. So Optimize is the tool we're going to be using. So now what I want to do is walk you through how easy this is to get set up. I'm going to do this with a fresh domain name for an online business I'm about to create. Yes, I'm creating a whole new business. I have done absolutely nothing for this business yet, besides some research. But as far as setting anything up, absolutely nothing. I'm just getting started with it, so I'm going to do this from scratch with you. All of my pages for this business will be on one domain name. Now, I have already bought that domain name, and I do already have my own hosting, but let me walk you through getting these two things and getting your domain name up and live online. Okay, so it all starts over here at GoDaddy.com. This is what I use to get my domain names. You can use whatever you want. I do recommend you only pick one company or registrar to get your domain names from. That way you don't have domain names all over the place and you get confused and you don't know what you have and where it's at, okay? I have used GoDaddy since way back in the 1900s. Since 1990, I think 1998 was the first domain name I bought, and I've never used another company. So let me get in here to my domain names. So I want to manage all. Come on. All right, so this is for my Christian Blogger Society site. And here it is right here. So I'm going to tick the box next to it. And then I'm going to click Name Servers. And that's not what I want. Let's do more edit name servers. Now these are the name servers I got from my hosting. The hosting that I recommend is Liquid Web. I'm already set up with them. Let me go to Liquid Web and show you the exact account that I have. So if you're just getting started, the essential is all you'll need. Guys, if you pay for up to 2 years, it's only $360 for 2 years. That's like $180 a year, not even $20 a month, okay? Now, if you do this monthly, it's going to cost you. Right now, they're having a 50% off for 4 months, but after that 4 months, it's going to be $60 a year. So having an online business, I hope you're going to be here more than 2 years. So it just makes sense to go with the 2-year mark, okay? I don't make any more money. I actually make less money if you buy through my link and you go with the 24 months. It's just such a better buy, okay? So this is the one I have. This is the VPS, Managed VPS Web Hosting Plan. I have this one, but I also have a very large online business with I don't even want to say how many websites, but let's say it's over 100 of them. Let's say it's over 200 of them, okay? So if you're just getting started, this is all that you need. So they already gave me my name servers. I add my name servers in here. Click the save button. I'm not changing anything. Now, Liquid Web is also going to give you a WHM, which is a web host manager. This is where you will add your domain names, manage your domain names, all that fun stuff. So advanced, proceed. Hopefully that's my password. It says successful, so we're gonna say that's my password. All right, so ChristianBloggerSociety.com is what I want to add here. I'm going to do exit, close. And I'm going to go here to create new account. I'm going to put in my domain name, so ChristianBloggerSociety.com. It'll ask me for a username. It's going to tell me to enter in a password. And then my email, I will simply click create and it will spit out my information for this website and it will add this domain name to my server, okay? Now I'm going to pause the video and do this because I don't want to give away my password. But as soon as I click the button, like I said, it'll spit out my information. Your username and password you want to save. So is what I always do for every website that I'm beginning to build. I create a new folder. So ChristianBloggerSociety.com, and in that folder, the first thing I create is a text document. I call it hosting information. And the information that is spit out from here, I will copy and paste into here. That way, if I ever forget, I know I can come in here, grab that information, and be ready to go, okay? So I'm going to pause the video, add my password. I'm going to click this create button. It's going to spit out my information. I'm going to copy and paste this into here, and then my domain name will be live and online. All right, so this is what it looks like when I add my domain name to my server. You might see a different page depending on who your server, hosting and server is basically the same thing, guys. Depending on who your server is with will depend on what this page looks like. But now I am ready to go. I have taken my username or my password out of this. This is the information that it spits out. So I'm going to save that, like I said, into this folder. And now my domain name is live and online. I need to install WordPress and also get OptimizePress installed. So now we're going to do that. Okay, so with my hosting, I have cPanel access. So I'm going to go over here to christianbloggersociety.com/cPanel. And I'm going to enter my username and password. So it's going to be Christian Blogger Society. My password. Oh, okay. Give me 1 second. I think the username for this isn't correct. So now I'm going to go into my domain name folder. I'm going to open it up, open my hosting information, and get the correct username. Give me 1 second. Okay, I thought that username was a little long. My username is Christian Blogger. So log in. There we go. And I'm going to save this. I'm going to skip this. I'm going to come right here to WordPress Manager. And I'm going to install WordPress. Now, I'm not going to put this in a directory. A lot of times is what I will do is I will create all my marketing pages on my main domain name. And since you have to have WordPress installed in order to use OptimizePress, I will install that here. And then for my blog, I'll come back and do another installation of WordPress, but I'll put it in a folder called blog, like this. So if we go over to liztomey.com, this is just a regular expert page. We'll talk about that. And then, so I installed WordPress here so I could use OptimizePress, and I did use OptimizePress to build this page. And then I have just a regular blog at liztomey.com/blog. WordPress is more than just a blogging platform, okay? We're using it, we're not using it as a blogging platform. I've already taught you guys blogging. If you missed that workshop, go through my workshops. But this is about building your marketing pages. And this is what I do on my main domain name, okay? So, nothing there. We're just going to call this Christian Blogger Society.com. And then I never use admin as my username. I always use my name. I'm not going to put a password in because I don't want to share that with you guys. My email address. English. All right, so I am going to do limit login attempts, and that's it as far as plugins that I'll install. Advanced options I don't need to deal with, anything like that. Then I'll click the install button. It's going to spit out my information for my blog, and I will also put this in my hosting information document. Again, because I'm using a password, I'm going to pause the video and then we'll come back and I'll show you what to do next. Okay, so now my blog is all installed. I took this domain name or this URL and I put it in my hosting information along with the username and password I created for this. So this is the back office to your WordPress installation. We're not going to call it a blog because this isn't a blog, okay? So we're going to click dismiss. A couple of things I always do is, of course, any updates that you see that need to be made, go ahead and update those plugins. Now we're going to clean this up. I'm going to come to post, all posts. This is just OCD stuff that I do to make sure I have a nice clean blog installation. So I'm deleting all posts, including deleting from my trash can. And again, that's just OCD stuff. And you should clean up your WordPress installation. I'm going to get rid of all these pages because I'll build my own pages. Thanks. And again, trash, delete permanently. That should have gotten rid of any comments. Then we're going to go to plugins. And I always delete Hello Dolly. Akismet, since we're not using this as a blog, really isn't needed. So I'm going to delete it also. And then I'm going to come here to settings, and I'm going to go to reading. I'm sorry, that's not correct. Permalinks, I always do that. And I'm just going to select post name because I want every page I create, the name of the page, to be in the URL. So it'll be christianbloggersociety.com/ whatever the name of the page is, and that will be the link to that page, okay? That'll all make sense in just a few minutes. All right, so I've done all my cleaning stuff, okay? So we're going to come back here to the dashboard. And now we want to install OptimizePress. I'm going to close out GoDaddy. And guys, you can move this stuff around. You can do whatever you want. Typically is what I do. Oops, is not that. But I just pull all these up so they don't bother me, because I don't use these, okay? It's just the dashboard page for WordPress. So we're going to come in here. I'm going to log into my OptimizePress account. I'm using 3. Dashboard. Download dashboard plugin. Now I save this. WordPress resources. I'm just going to save this. And at this point, we no longer need OptimizePress. I'm going to go to plugins. We're going to click add new. Upload plugin. Choose file. Again, let's navigate to where I save that. Resources. You can save this right to your desktop too. There's OP dashboard. Install. I see the little thingy here spinning, so I know it's doing its thing. Okay, that's installed now, so activate plugin. Now we got to connect it. It already has my OptimizePress account information in here. When you get OptimizePress, you'll be given your account information. I'm going to authorize it. I'm going to come here to Optimize Builder. There's lots of things this thing does, but all I need to build my pages is the builder. Definitely look into Optimize Funnels though once you are an OptimizePress member there. And now we need to activate it. And we are ready to go, okay? So now I want to come over here and go to integrations, because since we are online marketers and online business owners, the one huge thing we need to just go ahead and get out of the way is integrating our autoresponder. So I'm going to do add new integration. I'm going to pick my autoresponder, which is Aweber. You'll see they have tons of different things that integrates with OptimizePress. Let's go back up here. Just need Aweber, so I'm going to click connect. I'm not a robot. Allow access. List Tommy's company. Yes, I have 3 Aweber accounts. They're for various reasons. And did that work? Integrations. Hello? What did I do wrong? Add new integration. Aweber. Sometimes Aweber can be really stubborn. I'm not a robot. Allow access. Liz Tomey's company. That's activated. Always happens when I go to show something. Let's log out. Let's log in again. It's still not showing it. We are on the integrations page. And it's still not doing it. Okay, this is definitely an Aweber thing. I've had this issue before. I was hoping I wouldn't have this issue today. So give me a second. Let me see what's going on, and then I'll come back and tell you guys how I fix this. Okay, so it got added. It just took it a few minutes, okay? It's never taken it a few minutes. It either does work or doesn't work, and I have to contact Aweber, and they're like, oh yeah, it's this thing, and we fixed it, and there you go. But today it just, the technology guides went, okay, here you go. Here's your magic for today. So that's all there is to integrating Aweber. Click the integration link, click Aweber, log in, and eventually with Aweber, gotta love them. At least they always work, okay? You'll be connected. And that's all you have to do at this point until you start creating pages that you're going to need your opt-in on. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. Okay, so at this point, we're ready to build any kind of marketing page we want. You need to have an idea of what pages your business needs. Currently, I need a squeeze page, a thank you or confirmation page for that squeeze page, a sales letter selling the product I'm going to be selling from this domain name, a download page for that, some pages for a membership site I'll be creating for this site. So let me show you what I do to create these pages so you can see how this one tool can do all of this for you, okay? So let's head over here, and we're going to go to create new page under Optimize Press. And you'll see they have all of these different templates. So they have the collections templates, which are collections of templates that match each other. They have things in them like, if we look here, so this has a home page, thank you page, a business page, landing coupon page. This is an about us page, a service page, thank you page, webinar thank you page, sales page, and several other different pages, okay? So you want to look and see if you can find something that is close to what you want for your business in these collections. So I will go through here and I'll find something that I want to use specifically for what I'm doing here at christianbloggersociety.com. So I could go through all of these and take your time, go through them, look at them, make notes of what you do and don't like. Guys, you can change the colors, you can change everything in these. So don't get stuck on the color. You mainly want to look at the layout. You can change the layout on these, but you definitely want to pick a template that you don't have to fuss with too much, okay? They do have premium templates that you can buy. So if you look through these, you can see, and I think I have all of these. And then they have the template library. And this has things sorted by what they do. So landing pages, sales pages, checkout pages, webinar registration pages, course homepage, module pages. These would be like within a membership site or protected. Thank you pages, webinar pages, launch pages, membership pages, home pages, entry point offers, upsells, downsells, order summary, business page, blog homepage post, membership module pages, member login, affiliate pages, site pages, everything you could possibly think of is right here. And if you want to see the landing pages, click on landing pages. And then you'll see all of the landing page options. These are all within the collections, but these are showing you the individual landing pages that Optimize Press already has built into it, okay? They come with a ton of free templates. This is the biggest reason I use Optimize Press. All right, so let me pick what I'm going to use, and then we'll come back and I'll show you how easy these are to use. Okay, so for my needs, because remember, I need a squeeze page, the download page for the squeeze page, a sales letter, a download for the sales letter, and some membership site pages. I'm going to be using the Savvy collection, okay? So the first thing I need is a squeeze page. So I'm going to click use this template, and I'm going to call it, I'm not sure what I'm going to be using for my free offer yet, but you would want to name it whatever the name of your offer is. So I'm just going to call this for now free offer, and I can click create page. It's going to load everything up, and now I have the drag and drop editor to be able to come in here, edit any of this that I want, add anything that I want to it, and have a page that's ready to go, okay? So, of course, I would need all my copy ready for this. I would need my images I want to use. You need to have an idea before you can create your page. But if you look here, I can change this headline to anything. I gotta be able to spell first. Anything I want. These are my benefits. If I don't want this part in bold, then I take that out. If I want to get rid of one of these, I can trash it. If I need more of these, I can replicate them, as many as I need, okay? I can change this image. If I have an image that I want to use to represent my free offer, I can do that here. And if you click free download, this is where you'll do your integration stuff, okay? So right here, edit overlay number 1. When people click on that, this is the overlay that's going to come up. This is where they'll put their email and name in. This is where you're going to do your integrations, okay? So we're going to do, let's do this. And the thing you'll have the most trouble with Optimize Press is clicking on the right box. That seems to be the biggest trick. So just click around. So I know my integrations aren't here because nothing pops up on this. I know my integrations aren't here because nothing pops up on this. But when I click here, there's the integrations that I need. Edit integration. Aweber's already in here. I click next step. And hopefully Aweber's awake. Come on. There we go. So I'm going to pick one of my lists. We'll just say this one. This pulls in all of your list from Aweber. I click next step. I do want to have first name and I do want to have email. So I'm going to leave it just like that. Oh, if you don't want that, like if you don't want the first name, you can unclick that, okay? If you want to add more, you can add more. So I'm just going to keep it just like that. You can add additional fields. If you need to be GDPR compliant, there's that. Now, this is where you will post the page that they need to be redirected to. For me, it's going to be a confirmation page because I'm going to make my people double opt in. I'll show you an example of a confirmation page, okay? So I will need that URL. Then you click redirect URL. You put that in here. For right now, I'm just going to leave it like that. Or you can do a pop-up overlay. You'll need to create that overlay up here. You can do hide pop-up overlay. No, we either want to do a notification, and right here is where you put in your notification, a redirect URL, or have some kind of pop-up come up. I really recommend you either do a notification or a redirect URL, okay? So for now, because I don't have my page ready, I'm just going to leave this here, click next step, and click close. Now here, I'm going to do close pop-up editor. So that's done. But I can come here, add in any other information that I want. Now I'll need to make sure that, you know, all of these buttons that lead to a pop-up are working. Then I'm going to click save once I have everything the way I want it. And you can save as you go along too. I often do that. Then I'm going to come out of here, and I haven't published this yet, so I have to click publish. But now, when I go to this page, you'll see some of the things I changed. I can change this headline anything I want. You can change colors, everything, okay? When you click on this, and someone enters their name and email address, they've been added, so it says, thanks, you'll receive an email from us soon. Of course, I'm going to have a confirmation page that I send them to, okay? So at this point, my squeeze page would be totally done. So I'm going to come here to all pages, and there you'll see it. Now, when I go to my domain name, you don't see that page. If I wanted this to be my front page, I'm going to come in here to settings, reading, a static page, home page, free offer, click save changes. And now when someone comes to christianbloggersociety.com, they are going to hit my squeeze page. Now notice right here, the optimized press thing, you can put your affiliate link in there. I choose to totally remove it. So if you come over here to settings, and you go to affiliates, and I'm going to turn that off, because I don't like my marketing pages to have anything on them but exactly what I'm promoting, okay? So if we refresh this, you'll see this little thingy go away. And now it's gone. Now, really quickly, let me show you an example of how this will eventually work. So this is a different site, doneforyoursocialmarketingcontent.com. This is the squeeze page I've built using Optimized Press. When people opt in here, they are taken to a confirmation page, okay? This confirmation page tells them exactly what to do to make sure they're on the list and they actually get what I'm offering here, which is a challenge. I'll put the links to those in your resources document for you. So this is an example of a ready to go squeeze page I've used that I created with Optimized Press. Basically, I created it just how I showed you here, and then the confirmation page for this. Now the next page that we'll need for this is a download page where they can actually get what they opted in for, okay? So now I would come back over here and I would go to create new page, and I want it to match this page. So I can either go in here, I used this one, and I can look for, so they have a confirmation template also. So if we look at this, confirm your email. I like mine better because it totally walks them through, shows them exactly what to do. So that's why I use that's why I'm not going to use this one. I already have my my confirmation page all set up, and it's okay that it doesn't totally look like this one. I could come in here and probably, you know, put the colors and stuff that I'm using on this page on my confirmation page. But I create a confirmation page for every squeeze page that I create that I'm using double opt-in on, okay? So now I can either decide if I wanted to use one of the templates, like right here, this is a download page. If we come through here, webinar, product launch, deals, pricing plans, checkout, downsell. Okay, so if I didn't find a download page that I wanted to use, I could go over here to pages, all pages, right here, click clone page. I'm going to call this free offer download. And just because you change your title here doesn't mean it changes it here. So we don't want that big, long, and ugly. So I'm going to click OK and click Publish. Edit with Masterclass, and now I can come in here and turn this into a download page. I also have a document in your tools that shows you, what you should include on a download page, recommendations for what you should include on a download page. So here I would put something like, "Thank you, you're in." Okay, now if I don't want that underlined, I'm going to come right here, I'm going to do text, don't underline that. And then I would change my headline here. I would probably take this whole thing out because we're not going to do benefits. I no longer need this thing anymore. I could talk about what they're getting ready to get. I could put a button on here so they could download it. And then anything else I want to put on this page, I can put on here. What I don't want to include, I can take off of here. So if I don't need this part, I can get rid of that. I don't need this part, I can get rid of that. I don't need this button, I can get rid of that. But if I want to add a button, come over here to Elements. Let's do Button. I'm going to put it under my text here so people can download what they just purchased. And then right here, I could link it to the download link, okay? And I can change anything I want here. I can change colors. Want it to match. Change out my graphic. Anything I want to do there. You just come right here and you'll see there's all kinds of elements that you can insert into your page, okay? All right, so now I have, theoretically, I have my squeeze page, my confirmation page, and now my download page. So let's back out of this. Let's go to all pages. Now this is your free download page. Like I said, this is just a tutorial on how to use Masterclass, but I want to give you guys some additional information here. This URL, I would go and I would create an email that people get as soon as they subscribe, and you want to send them to this page, okay? Because if you're sending them to a confirmation page as soon as they subscribe, then when they click on the, confirm email link, they need to be taken to this page. Plus that first email they get also needs to, say, "Hey, thanks for joining, blah, 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 blah. Here's your download page," okay? All right, next. Okay, so for my personal needs, the next thing I need is a sales letter page. So I'm going to go here to Masterclass, create new page. And I want my sales page to, kind of match my squeeze page because I'm going to be sending people to that sales page very quickly. So I'm going to come back in here to Savvy, which is the collection I'm using, and see if I can find something that does match. So simple blog post, Savvy thanks, webinar, booking, product launch option, Savvy sales page. So that looks pretty good. So let's use this template, and I'm going to call this Join Us, because this is going to be the page where I want people to join Christian Blogger Society. This is going to be the sales page for it. Taking just a second. And again, I would need all of my copy that's going to be on the sales page already created. Any graphics I want to use, stuff like that. A lot of times I'll get my sales page, I'll get all my copy on my sales page, then I'll go, oh, I need to, because of the way this is designed, I want to do graphics here. Like if, I wanted to change the graphics here, I could, go find those graphics. If I wanted to change this graphic, I could do everything right here, okay? So you got to have that done first. Make sure you have at least some of your copies so you can start designing it. Again, this is all click and you can add in things, you can take away things. If I didn't want this video here, I could take that out. Obviously I don't want a order button right there with nothing going on here. So I'm just going to take a lot of this out. My product has not been seen on any of these things. I'm going to take that straight out of there. And if there's anything else that just sticks out and I'm like, no, I don't want that in here. Nope, it doesn't. Okay, so I'll take my copy, put it in here. I don't have my sales copy yet for this. We're just getting started here. So I'm going to click save. We're going to come out of this. And I'm going to click publish. And now when I view the page, this is what my sales page will look like, okay? Now if we go back here, we go to dashboard, and we go to pages, all pages. Now here's my sales page. So now I have my free offer download, my sales page, and now I need, for me, it's not gonna be a download page because this is going to be a membership site that people are going to have access to. So I'm going to need to build out pages for a membership site. So once someone orders, excuse me guys, once someone orders, they will automatically need to be added to my membership site, which is totally out of the scope of this workshop. I do have other workshops that are on building membership sites. But what I'm going to do now is decide on what I want my membership site to look like and get those pages built. Again, I need to have a plan. I need to have I know I need to have a front page. Then I'm going to have pages for the different parts of my membership site. So I'm going to go here again, optimize press, create new page. And I took notes of what I wanted to use. This course creator I liked. So I'm going to go and find it. So Ultra course creator, here it is. So view collection. This is the sales page for it. I'm not using it. You guys already saw me create my sales page. But I do need a home page, and just because these are labeled certain things doesn't mean you have to use them as that, okay? Like this is labeled as a home page, but you could do this for whatever you wanted, okay? I am going to use this as a home page because there's going to be multiple parts to what my page is doing. So I'm going to use this template, and I'm going to call it members home. And this is me, guys, creating all the pages for my membership site using Optimize Press. Told you this thing does it all. So it's going to open. I'm going to get rid of this. Now, this is something that might happen to you, okay? If you don't have enough memory on your server, this will happen to you. So it won't let the editor open. So this is a pretty heavy page. So I have reached the max of my memory on my server. It's very easy to change it, but if you're not techie, I don't recommend that you change it. If we go over here to memory issue with Optimize Press, and here it is. Optimize Press requires a minimum of 128 megabytes of WP memory to run properly, and we recommend 256 if possible. So it says recommended. If you are not technical or not familiar with hosting configuration files, you are best to contact your hosting company and ask them to increase your memory limit. Very easy to do. Send your host a message that says, hey, I'm using this plugin on my WordPress blog. It's called Optimize Press. You can even link them to this article and tell them, I need this at 256 megs, okay? So I'm going to fix my situation now. I am not going to show you how to do it because I'm not going to be responsible for you screwing up your site. Just email your host, take a deep breath, email your host, tell them what you need, and get that problem fixed. If you run into this problem, you may not. Your settings may already be at the settings that you need. Like if I go to site status here, right here, WP memory limit, your WP memory limit, mine's only 40 megabytes, is lower than recommended 256 megabytes. So I need to fix that problem real quick. If you run into this, just email your host, okay? All right, so if you run into that little problem, like I said, email your host, your server, and they will fix that for you. I just fixed it myself. On that page, I actually need to link that in your resources. Let's look for that again. Optimize press, whoops. Optimize press, memory limit, right here. It actually tells you how to do it right here. All I did was go in and do my WP config file, added this above this text, and boom, done, okay? All right, so where were we? So I've got my, we need to go back to pages, all pages, and now I can edit this members home. So I'm gonna do edit with Optimize Press. And I'm probably gonna have to click publish. Clear OP3 cache. Edit with Optimize Press. And hopefully, it's stuck. Okay, so all pages. Might have to log out. Still not letting me. Let's do update. That's okay. I've showed you guys how to do it. It might take a second. Might have to clear my cache. And I might have to clear my cache in my browser also to get that working. Let's try one more time. Edit with Optimize Press. Okay. I'm going to have to clear my cache, all that fun stuff, for it to start working. So we're going to put a pause on that, but you're going to edit this page just like you did all these other pages, okay? It's the same exact thing no matter what page you are creating in Optimize Press. Okay, so those are the main pages I needed for my site. I'm also going to need things like webinars. I'm going to have a webinar that I'm going to do. We're eventually going to have a podcast. We're going to have a challenge. We're going to have lower ticket products where we'll like break apart the membership site. Like one thing in it is going to be how to build a Christian lifestyle blog. I'll probably break that out of the membership site because this is a higher ticket thing. I'll break that out of the membership site and then I'll need a sales page to sell that, okay? All depends on what your needs are. You need to decide what pages you need. Things like, maybe bonus pages, an expert page. Let me show you an expert page that I just built last night with Optimize Press. So LizTomey.com has redirected to the blog for years. I haven't done anything with this site. And everybody always asks, Liz, I went to LizTomey.com and it doesn't show where to get on your list. That's a problem. So boom, I stopped that problem and created this page. And this is all done with Optimize Press. And later on, I'll have all, several of my products listed down here. But this is a great way to create a page if you're branding your name or becoming an expert in your niche or whatever, getting your own domain name.com, having a page like this. Also, my legal pages are all built with Optimize Press. I use a program called WP Legal Pages Pro, it allows you go in, it goes through a whole little screen where you put in your information and it spits out all of your legal pages for you. Then you can come into Optimize Press, create new page, say I need a privacy policy, and I just need something that's, just a nice clean page. Maybe I want something that matches what I have set up so far. So I could take this, use this template, call it privacy policy, click create page, there we go. I can take this out. I can take this out. All of this stuff. And I could do privacy policy. And then I want to get rid of this. Oops. Didn't want to get rid of that headline though. Thanks. So let's get rid of that. Get rid of this. This. And actually, I would want my privacy policy, put that there. I need to change the color to white so it shows up. I don't need this. I don't need this. Of course, you'll want to edit this. But then I can come right here, put in a paragraph, and then copy and paste my privacy policy right into here. And there is a link in your resources document right here. WP Legal Pages Pro. Super easy to use. And you can create all of your legal pages using that and creating pages within Optimize Press and copying and pasting whatever legal page, whatever this generates for the legalese words that needs to be on your page, okay? So that's another way to use it. But like I said, if you go over to, let's click save and get out of this. You've always got to publish when you create a new page. Again, here's all of my pages. Now if I want to create more pages, it's always Optimize Press, create new page. You can again look at the collections. You can go to template library and look at things excuse me, look at things by category. They even have blank pages here. Or you can take existing pages that you have created, clone them, and take anything out of them that you don't need, add things that you do need, and you'll have all these matching pages, okay? As you can see, Optimize Press is an amazing tool, and I highly recommend it for its ease of use. Now, I have provided a checklist for you to get this all set up and working for you. I have also provided you with a rundown of all the different types of marketing pages you might need and what should be on the pages. Now, this is not an all encompassing list. There are so many pages that we need, but I did put 13 of them on there. Let me show you those quickly. So I've showed you the resources. Here is the worksheet that goes through all the steps to get this done. I even have a little thing I've put in here for you so you can plan out the pages that you'll need. You probably got a lot of ideas going through this workshop. And then here is the rundown of the different pages and an explanation of what the pages are and what should be on those pages. So we have sales pages, squeeze pages, download pages, thank you pages, confirmation pages, and the list goes on and on and on. You've got 13 of those here, okay? Okay, so that's a wrap for the Creating Profitable Marketing Pages Masterclass. I hope you've learned a lot and put this tool to use to make all of the creation of your marketing pages much, much easier for yourself. I wish you much success in your online business journey.